Breaking news, police in Idaho have identified the sniper they say intentionally started a brush fire and ambushed firefighters.
This person meant something to somebody, while a dummy who had his own issues for whatever reason decide to set a fire and then shoot people that come to respond to put out the fire. You could have just did it to yourself. If you wanna hurt other people and you tired of your life, just go take care of yourself. Don't involve other people in your drama. And I just wish that I could have been flying in on a cape and come in and kick my foot in that dude's rear end to prevent him from killing innocent people for no doggone reason. Hey y'all, I want to tell you about this incredible opportunity that I have for you only if God has put it on your heart to partake in this. I always feel that it's important for us to give back. So here's an opportunity right here in Phoenix. The House of Refuge is literally revolutionizing people's lives, getting people from not having housing to get into a home, learning about the gospel of Jesus Christ, fellowshipping with one another, getting employment. I mean, all of the things that we would hope that could happen for people who just need help is what we're seeing here at the House of Refuge. Now, my goal is to get 30 people support for 30 days. So it costs about $1,000 a month, and that therefore is $30,000 to get 30 people in. We already got 2 people. I have their names here, and we want to get others the help that they deserve and the help that they need. Now, I want you to understand this. You don't have to give $1,000 to support one person. You can give whatever God has purposed in your heart. So if we all work together, we can get to our goal of helping 30 people have housing and support for 30 days, which will change their lives forever. So I want you to join me in this endeavor. Pray about it if you need to, but if God has called you to do it, join me and let's give back today. Link will be in the description section. So I guess before they do that, a little bit of breaking news. They identified the guy who was involved in the shooting. Looked like a little, I don't know what he looked like. He's 20 years old. Let me read the article to you real quick. This is breaking news. It says the sniper who shot 2 firefighters dead in an ambush in Idaho was identified Monday as 20-year-old Wess Roley. I think that's how you say his name. And an eerie photo shows him delivering a sinister glare into the camera. Roley's body was found near his weapon at the scene of the fire started Sunday afternoon, luring unsuspecting smoke eaters. I would say that smoke eaters into the scene. A law enforcement officer told the Associated Press. Let's see. He ended up killing 2 first responders, which were firefighters, and critically wounding the third. Authorities have said it is unclear whether this idiot was eventually killed by a cop's bullet or took his own life. And in post-production, Nick is probably going to show you a clip of this guy. He looked like he black and white and Mexican at the same time. I ain't never seen anybody look like that. He a mutt. But at this time, they don't know what his motives were. I mean, clearly his motives were to lure him in and kill him, but they don't know why he decided to do something like that. He looked like a very disgruntled individual. Obviously, there's no picture of him, right? Because he's dead. So the picture that they showed had to be a previous picture, probably of him getting arrested. So it seemed like a person who has a troubled past, criminal record, and deranged. Now, I will say this. If he living with his mama or grandmama, they should also go to jail. Because ain't no way in the world kid living in your house and they crazy and suicidal and you don't do nothing about it. And you can't tell me a 20-year-old willing to do this ain't showing signs and symptoms of being a lunatic. And y'all need to be hit. People need to be starting held responsible. Even if you don't go to jail, you got to get a fine or something. You harboring a lunatic and you know he signs and symptoms of crazy. You don't want to do nothing about it. And let me just explain this real quick. If you're just now figuring this out, I'm gonna play the news clip because it can explain it a little better. But if you are just now kind of hearing the news about this, it was confirmed that 2 firefighters have been killed. 1 firefighter in critical condition, and then the suspect they believe it's only 1 suspect. At least now they don't have evidence that it's not just 1, but they found 1 that appeared to be deceased, looked like it was a suicide. So let me play this news clip and then we'll get to some commentary. Roll the clip.
Breaking news, police in Idaho have identified the sniper they say intentionally started a brush fire and ambushed firefighters. Police say the shooter killed 2 firefighters and injured another near Coeur d'Alene. Let's get right to ABC's Alex Stone in Coeur d'Alene for more. Hi, Alex. What's the latest?
Hey there, Diane. Over the last couple of minutes, a lot of firefighters have been coming in to finally get back to fighting the wildfire after they had to pull out yesterday. Crime scene investigators coming in as well, as they are now coming up into this area, right up this road where the trailhead is down there. As you mentioned, we have now ID'd the suspect. Our sources are saying it is a Wess Roley, was his name, now dead, found dead after cell phone signals they noticed were not moving, and they really honed in on that area and then found Wess Roley dead in these woods here. Now, if he killed himself, if he was killed by a police bullet, they don't know. We know the ATF is working to trace the one weapon he had. They are searching the woods today to figure out if there are any more weapons that he had in these woods. They haven't found any yet. They know of the one, but Wess Roley being the suspect. Diane.
All right, Alex Stone, thank you.
At this point, the shooter is, they believe to be the shooter is dead. The two firefighters, and I said one other, is in critical condition. It appears that they were ambushed, where you have a person set a fire, and when the fire is ablaze, when the first responders show up, they begin to shoot at the first responders. And it took over 300 law enforcement officers to respond to this, FBI, snipers, and helicopters. The area was on lockdown. And then I believe that a SWAT team came out and canvassed the area and suppressed the threat. Now, I don't think they had a chance to put a bullet in his head like I think they wish they would have been able to do. But I think they were able to go and find him and eliminate him, or at least the fact that they were closing in on him had him to surrender himself by way of taking his own life. What a crazy, deranged coward. I often wonder when things like this happen, what is the motive behind it? You know, what would make a person like, it's so much stuff going on throughout the day. Why are you occupied at setting a fire and killing innocent people that come through? You know, if you're a real man, then square up with the police officers. But you want to do something that'll necessitate firefighters who are not armed, who can't fight back, to get them to come out and shoot them up. You know, there's a part of me, and I'm trying to be a good Christian, there's a part of me that wished that he hadn't killed himself, so we could see a highlight tape of them putting bullets in his head because of what he did to innocent people. I hate it. I despise the behavior. It's wrong. There is no justification for being such a coward. And I hope that when he dies, which he's already dead, I hope that when he go to judgment, he go to hell for what he did. Burn in hell for taking the lives of people who just out there doing their job. I get angry. I try not to go over the top, but I'm angered because these firefighters that lost their lives, and one that's in critical condition, the ones that have passed away will never come back. That's somebody's brother, somebody's husband, somebody's friend, somebody's mentor, you name it. This person meant something to somebody, while a dummy who have his own issues for whatever reason decide to set a fire and then shoot people that come to respond to put out the fire. You could have just did it to yourself. If you want to hurt other people and you tired of your life, just go take care of yourself. Don't involve other people in your drama. And I just wish that I could have been flying in on a cape and come in and kick my foot in that dude's rear end to prevent him from killing innocent people for no doggone reason. I think people don't realize life is very precious and it's very short, and it will end, and it's final. There's no take backs. There's no start overs. It's final. And the decision that this idiot made one day caused two people to never come back, never get to see their family again, never get to accomplish the opportunities in which they believe that they could have been able to accomplish with the work they put in. It's gone forever because some nut job hate his own life, when at the end of the day, it's based on your own decisions, is the reason why you hate your own life. I want to say this and I'm going to move on. For everybody that's out here watching this, your frustration, your sadness, all of that stuff is on you. Just because things happen don't mean you have to receive it. Just because somebody say something negative to you don't mean you have to care. The fact that you care and let that upset you is on you. You got to take accountability for it. And there ain't nothing in life that somebody can do to me that I will get upset about and blame them for it. Yeah, it's me. Yeah, I can decide that I'm not going to let that bother me. I can decide that I'm not going to be upset about that. I can decide that I can have a commentary about it and I can temporarily be upset, but I can't let it affect my life. I'm 100% in control of that. And so all these little cowards out here and soy boys out here that want to posture up and shoot innocent people because you mad because your girlfriend dumped you, or you mad because your life didn't turn out the way you wanted to turn out, because you think somehow you're supposed to wake up with a silver spoon in your mouth and everybody's supposed to be kissing your butt. Well, I hope that fire is hot when you go to hell.